Hello, my friends. Hope you guys are doing well. I actually had videoed this in the morning on the subject that I'm going to share, and it got deleted for some reason while editing. Anyway, tomorrow is my sister's birthday, and she is going to be 35. Actually, she's older than me, but I won't give me the age. But Milika Rana, very happy birthday to you. You have been a great support of this channel, and I appreciate you, and not only as a sibling, but as a friend. So I really want to thank you for being part of my life and us growing up together. And we live two different parts of the world, but you mean a lot to me. Today, I want to share something that is, I just got this thought in my head, and I said, well, why not share with my friends? So today's subject is about what is the greatest gift to mankind. And that greatest gift is choices. We as human beings have been given choices. And that goes all the way back into, as I'm a follower of Christ and I read the Bible and so forth, you don't believe that's up to you and your choice, but you recognize that you are a human being. And if you believe that you're a human being, then you know what I'm talking about. In Genesis, Adam and Eve were created and brought into this earth, and the Garden of Eden, they are given a choice not to eat of the fruit of the good and evil. And although Eve made her choice and ate the fruit, Adam still had the choice not to do so. And I don't know if I would have been like with Eve, I would have said, girl, why did you do that? Well, you made your choice. Now you got to live with it. I am not going to be a part of that. Maybe that would be my reaction. I don't know. Only time would have told. But today, a lot of us blame Adam and Eve that, oh, if they would have not done this, we wouldn't be here and there, But then again, flip side coin, every day we do make those choices. We have those choices in front of us. And what do we choose? We have been given the power to choose good and evil. We live in this planet Earth, and there's so many countries. Out of that, the well-known countries that we know of who say they're countries, they're independent countries, the people who live in there have pretty much given no choice. And the first that comes to my mind is North Korea. And if you think about North Korea, where people are pretty much in bondage, they are pretty much slaves to the dictator. China has the same issue. They have a human rights issue. Russia, Saudi Arabia, and I could list a number of countries. And I'm not here to offend any citizens of any country. I'm just making a point. So bear with me. And I apologize if I'm offending you, but that is not my intention. If we break it down, the choices North Korean citizens have is zero. They are given what they're supposed to eat in ration. I mean, that's what I've heard of. I've not gone there. I've not lived there, but documentaries that I've seen that I can tell, and how people are treated on regular basis is horrible. I'm very, very fortunate that I live in this country, United States of America, and I'm proud to be an American. Now, the people all who are around me may say, Nivesh, you got everything. Yes, I do. And so do a lot of you who live in the Western countries or some of the Eastern countries that are very much in freedom and they get to do what they want to do. They have the voice. But if you look at it, we all have been given that voice by a creator. What we do, we still suppress our voice. And what I want to clarify on that is, the choices we make. Just recently, I heard a young man, and my friend asked him, "What's going on?" And he says, "Well, I have mental health issue." And young man, not very old, not seen life experiences, but has everything under the sun at his disposal. And I was thinking, when I heard the story, I was like, really? If that particular person has a problem with the life they have, then they should go to North Korea. They should go to Iran. They should go to some of these countries that is very oppressed. You don't have in your room big screen TVs, computers, games, everything that under the sun a child in Africa just walks 5 miles to get a bowl of soup. So you see, the mentality of that is, I am depressed. Why? Well, I don't know, because somebody said something bad to me. Can you imagine living in North Korea and being flogged for just having an opinion? So when we start to think about it, the choices that a creator gave us, he has given us all that freedom. We choose how we want to live here in our mind. Every day we get up in the morning, our mind tells us how we should live, what we should do. We pick and choose what we can. It's like it's a buffet, and we choose whether to do good or evil, whether to be happy or depressed. The choice comes to us. Now, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't know how the chemical works, okay? So I'm not trying to offend anybody who deals with depression and so forth. I just want to awaken a thought in you, as it's awakened in me, is when we have the greatest gift of choice, we could be happy wherever we are at, whatever stage of our life. Somebody who lives in a mansion, but in his mind, he feels he has nothing. He's living in a desert. And somebody who lives in a rundown motorhome or a mobile home in a desert, shrubs growing, or there is like dirty windows. You can't even see a view out of the window, but things lives in a palace. He's living or she's living a wonderful life. We are so caught up in everything that the world shows us. You are depressed. You don't have enough. You lack. And that's the whole reason why Eve got deceived, because she found lack in her when she was given the dominion over everything that she was living in. Yet, she was tempted because she felt she did not have everything. I sometimes have questioned God, and I've said, like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you put a tree of good and evil in the garden? Why would you do that? If you wanted us to live in paradise and so forth. I questioned that. And I thought about it, and I felt that the answer was he did not want robots. He wanted us to have a free choice. So I'm giving you everything you got. But if you're choosing to go there, and because everything you still have, you don't have that one thing, you are pursuing that to eat the knowledge of good and evil, which I've said not for you to do that. You did it, you're paying the consequences. And it's the same way we do is everything that we are surrounded by. We have good food, good home. Still, we will see lack, because that's a poverty mindset that we carry, that something else is better. I'm not saying about not being ambitious and not wanting more. That is not what I'm saying. is the choices we make that make us feel depressed, defeated, is what we are choosing. It just doesn't happen because I'm not undermining your feelings, your thoughts, and pain that you've gone through. I cannot think about what my ancestors in India faced and say, well, the British were horrible people and I feel violated. I feel defeated. Well, I don't. Sorry. I am living in America and I'm enjoying my food, my clothing, 21st century, and I'm videoing on iPhone Pro Max, 14 Pro Max, and I have a YouTube channel. Now, what has that got to do that happened 150 years ago to my ancestors, to my family? Nothing to do with me. I am not being treated that way, personally. Right? Now, people are full of hate, so they do things on day to day because they make a choice to hate me or hurt me. And I make a choice whether to believe them, that's who I am, or I believe in what and how God created me. He created me in His image, so I am free. I'm tall, I'm proud. I'm short, by the way, but I feel tall. I feel proud because I am given the freedom to choose. That is the gift I have every day of my life. I choose how I live. So each one of us are given choice no matter where we are, which part of the world, which conditions we live. We have a choice to be happy or to be sad, to feel good or to feel bad. I have friends who have lived their lives comfortably, but yet they say they're depressed, they're hurt. They eat good food, they have medical attention, they have everything under the sun that could an ordinary person who lives in a village, small village in, Africa or India or Japan, whatever, would not get that access to. I'm depressed. I fight depression. No, you are allowing for those thoughts to come and take over. Your mind is powerful. When we were created, if you read Jeremiah, it says, before you were formed in the belly of your mom or mother, I'm paraphrasing it, I knew you. I knew you. Creator knew you, and He gave you all the equipment to fight the world, to fight these thoughts. So He already knew us and by default created. You remember when you build a computer, or the computers are built, they automatically have updates and everything that it's stored in there. So they are able to download certain apps to fight the viruses. Our Creator has downloaded all those things in us from the beginning to fight those viruses. But what we do is we do not click on that McAfee virus thing or Norton virus, whatever you use, or whatever the built-in updates that we have. We don't do that. And then we start slowing down and breaking down. For us to maintain our composure, our life, and our goodness, is we got to start using those antivirus programs that are built in us. That you're coming with that? I don't want that. And I'm going to kill that virus right there because I want to live a happy, free life. The virus is the thoughts of this world, the media that feeds us, everything that is around us that is feeding us negativity. Let's feed ourselves with positivity. What you feed grows. And that is, if you feed negativity, that's what you're going to breed. And what you're going to So with positivity, you're going to breed positivity. Your mind is such a powerful thing. And the choice that God has given you, the Creator has given you, you have that built in you to every day defeat the virus. Nobody can make us sad unless we allow them to make us sad. Nobody can make us happy unless we allow them to make us happy, right? We choose our own comfort in our mind. I could be sleeping on the floor and think I have a bed to sleep. I'm comfortable. But if I'm going to bed by thinking, this floor, I hate it, this, we have already felt we are going to be uncomfortable. And that's what grows. So finding happiness and joy in your circumstances, wherever you are, is the key. And that is because the gift, the beautiful gift that God gave us, the Creator gave us the abilities to choose. If you were an intelligent design person and you said, I'm creating this, you would want something that reciprocates you for what you do. And if it doesn't, you will be upset, you will be hurt. And it's the same manner our Creator has given us all this ability. And when He sees us in pain and sorrow, He's not happy, He's hurt. It's like, I gave you everything. What else do you want? Yeah, I don't want you to be a robot. And the fact that He controls everything, He has given us a choice. You choose, because I want you to choose good. I want you to live in ability of health, prosperity, and joyfulness. We are so easily offended these days on anything everybody does. Why? We have the choice and the power. Remember, you have the power. I got the power. So you have the power to say, like, no, I am not going to take that in. That's your business. You deal with it. They say, like, my body, my choice. Okay, it's your choice. It has consequences. I cannot change your mind. You have the choice. You were intelligently designed to do that. But there are consequences to everything. Eve ate the fruit. We are paying for it. I'm not saying like people who don't believe in God, that to them means nothing about this. But still, you're a human being. And I want you to look at that as a human being. You've been given a choice. So choose well to live healthy, prosperity, and wonderful life rather than defeated, depressed, and the dogmatic life that you are being shown to live. Do this or you are this. No, I am not what you are saying I am. I am the one God created me. I am who I am. So with that, I will say is the choice is yours. Live in prosperity, joyful, happiness life, or live defeated, depressed, and difficult life. It's your game. A lot of people use this like, I have no choice. That's not the truth. That is a lie. You always have a choice. Now, I could go more into depth of it, but it's gonna take a long video to make it. If you feel you have made choices that were not good, and you have made choices that were good, either way, put it in the comments. I want to hear something that I can learn and others can learn. We are here to build one another. So share your thoughts in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe, share, and give it a thumbs up. And let the world know that they're awesome people and they have been given a gift that no world leader can take that away from them, no matter where they are. If they're in North Korea, China, US, India, the world leaders don't determine what's built in us. That is free, a gift from God to choose how we live every day, despite of where we are. And so I feel We are living in 21st century. So let's think of now. Not live in the past, but live in now. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.